By now you've most likely heard about the made-up controversy surrounding Jason Aldean's hit song, Try That in a Small Town. Now, I've seen racism pulled out of thin air before, but nothing like what they're doing to this song. Check this out.
So are we going to talk about the racist dog whistles in Jason Aldean's new song or no?
Racist dog whistles. I wonder why you're using that term. Usually it's when there's no actual evidence to your claim.
Because this shit's got me fired up. When I tell you there was a visceral response to hearing this song for the first time today, the references that I heard were nods to Sundown towns and lynch mobs.
Sundown towns and lynch mobs. Are we talking about the same song here? Sundown town is a term for an all-white small town that actively excludes non-whites from becoming citizens. And a lynch mob, well, I think we all know what that is.
And actually, this song is a great example of how you don't have to mention race at all for something to very obviously be about race.
Ah, there it is. I was right. There is no evidence of racism in this song, as you so claim. You're making connections that aren't really there, hence the term dog whistle. The song talks about morals and standing your ground. That's it. You're the one making connections between immorality and race.
So right out of the gate in the first verse, he's talking about very stereotypical crimes that You know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying.
No, actually, we don't. Because again, you're the one making that connection. That says a great deal about your character, not Jason Aldean's.
And then he goes on to say, cuss out a cop, spit in his face, stomp on the flag and light it up. Yeah, you think you're tough. Who could he be talking about there?
You want me to say black people. Is that it? Let's recap.
Cuss out a cop, you stupid fuck, spit in his face. Who could he be talking about there?
I don't know. It could be anyone. Again, you're the one implying it's black people. I will say, something about this song that is clear to me, considering Jason Aldean publicly stated so, is that he's referring to some of the riots that happened in the last few years under the Black Lives Matter movement. But he's referring to riots, not black people. And as far as I know, the Black Lives Matter movement and its riots and protests were not exclusive to black folks. So for you to assume only black folks committed those acts, again, would be very racist of you. You see how I did that? I provided actual evidence to back up my claim, fairly easily. White people perpetrating the same acts, yet you don't implicate them. Why is that, I wonder?
So then we get to verse 2, and it just gets more unhinged as we move forward. He says, got a gun that my granddad gave me. They say one day they're gonna round up. Well, that shit might fly in the city. Good luck! Like, speechless.
You gotta be kidding me with this one. You know he's referring to assault weapons bans, right? Not rounding up individuals based on race.
Black folks. The answer is black folks.
Yeah, we know that's what you think he's talking about, but all you did here was make yourself look vehemently racist. I've lived in small towns my entire life, in states like Iowa and Missouri. I don't know where you grew up, but usually small town folk happen to know each other pretty well, considering it's a small town. Black, white, brown, it doesn't matter. And with those relationships comes a sense of community. That's all this song represents. You're inserting your non-existent perspective of racist small towns into something that does not exist today. Are there racist people in the country? Absolutely. How about we focus on them and not falsely accuse the rest of America as racists? You're doing more harm than good. In fact, you're doing no good at all.